Okay, we are gonna get ready to show you the full video on this. Boost Auto sent me all this sweet stuff. Look at that. With the mirrors. Shout out to them. Hat, shirt, decal, beer koozie. I got a keychain. So here's the mirror. Bam. Now you can adjust the top is power, and they are heat. And then of course you can move the bottom just by your fingers. Pretty awesome. Look at the front. I got the smoked lens on them, and I got the black cap, kind of just to keep the build the same. Man, those look nice. Out with the old, in with the new. You can get chrome cap ones or paintable ones on the top. So whatever you want to do, these are built to order. They got switchback lenses, they got clear lenses, they got daytime running light ones, everything like you could think of. Go check out their website. Here's a quick tour of Boost Auto's website. Here's some GM mirrors and cab lights, running boards. Now they do have a US based customer service also. Everything they have is USA made also, so that's really awesome. You can literally go on their website, go to contact, you can email them, you could, I think, Facebook message them, and they actually have a whole section on, you can call them and actually talk to a person, and it gives you the hours that you can call during to talk to a person, which is awesome on customer service on anything you need. So here we have some simple wiring harnesses where you can switch up your mirrors and have a dual function signal and running light wire on a Silverado, etc. They have all these extra wiring harnesses that you can do all kinds of unfactory stuff with your mirrors. Just upgrade your stock mirrors, even if you don't even want to buy mirrors. They got different lenses, they got mirror glass for, you know, Dodge, Chevy, Ford. You name it, they got it all. I mean, even if you can't name it and you didn't even know they made it, they have it. It's crazy. Like, I didn't know they made half of this stuff, or if it was even available. It's crazy. Like, here you see the door harness that modifies for the plugs, and they got even mirror lenses for the turn signals and running lights. You can black them out. So here we have the Ford ones. Up top to your left, you'd see mine. They got different running boards. They got power running boards. They're lighted. They got cab lights. Of course, the mirror caps you can buy separate. And then it goes into the wiring harnesses again for Fords. The Superduties, they got them for the F-150s. They do not have them for the Rangers yet. I'm hoping maybe someday they will, so I can throw them on my Ranger. Of course, they got the glass. There you go. They got the puddle lights that you can put in the mirrors that I got. That's so awesome. They got detail spray, you know, even some tools, trim tools, etc. So here's a quick rundown on how to select yours. I'll just go in and select my specific truck, 2002 F350. And then here's the mirrors that I got here. As you can see, here's just a list of all the stuff that they have for it. They got coming soon a couple different running boards, the auto-powered ones from 99 to 07 Super Duties. You know, they got replacement mirror lights, etc. with, you know, running lights. They got the 2008 style ones, and they got the newer 17 to 24 ones. They got, of course, the mirror caps if you want, you know, to switch yours up to painted or black, you know, whatever it might be. They got the glass, of course. They got the kill switch harness for the steps. I mean, even like all the stuff that they make, like the steps and the mirrors and whatever it might be, cab lights, they also make wiring harnesses for us. Check them out. Here's a quick peek. Here's the new mirror. As you can see, the bottom is way, way bigger than the stock one, and they look way nicer. The top's a little bigger too. And here's the stock one. Now, this truck still has original mirrors on it before I changed them, obviously. So look how small that little one is down there. The big one's, it's just kind of tall, but not very wide. This one's like perfect, very wide, nice and tall. Not as tall, but nice and streamlined. And of course, we got the light on the front, and the bottom is very nice. So this is just a nice comparison. See how much nicer the arms even look? Like those are all faded and small, and because it's old, but these ones are nice and new looking. So let's go ahead and take this thing for a test run. It's dark, but here is the new mirror. Check it out. Okay, then we'll go over to the stock mirror that's been on this thing since 2002, and we're gonna go ahead and replace this one and wire that in over there. We'll wire this one in over here, and go ahead and show you guys. We kind of showed you what they look like inside. A little bit different. I know it's dark. Sorry. We'll do a daylight video. I'll show you, put a picture up what the lights look like in the dark, which that's the coolest thing. Here's a little view of the mirror. I got the smoked lens. I just went ahead with the black top because that's what I got. I had stock, you know, I didn't kind of wanted to keep the look. You can get chrome tops, you can get a paintable top or a black top. I just went with black, and I went with a smoked lens with just a turn signal, which you can see out there. But I'm just going to wire the turn signal in to just a running light because that's going to be sweet because it's on all the time. I'm going to wire it in on the key so it comes on the key. And a cool part is I'm going to wire it in so it will stay on until I open the door. So that's going to be cool there. And of course these have heat. I'm not going to wire them in yet. They retrofit these plugs to plug right in to your mirror from the factory to your mirror harness in the factory plug in the truck. And if you think that's not cool enough, well, they give you really nice new nuts with real big washers, even bigger than from the factory. That's awesome. You can remove these plugs in the bottom, which I did, that you can add the puddle lights to them. So that's sweet. You can run a wire down there and add the factory puddle lights. You just take those two little things out there and the bottom, real easy with a pick. And then you can buy the puddle lights from them or from Ford or whatever. Put them in there, and then you got light on the ground. So that's going to be awesome. I'm not going to show you guys how to take the door panel out because there's like 3,000 videos on how to take the door panel off. It's not that hard. It's 2 screws, and these trucks are really easy. I'm not going to show all that. I'm just going to show the mirror, putting it on. They got a really nice gasket on them. Very nice. They fit really nice. And we'll go ahead and look at these in the daylight too. So let's get to it. Here is the mirrors going down the road. You can see this road is kind of bumpy and they are not shaking at all or anything. Of course, like every road in Pennsylvania is a little bit bumpy because it's this is springtime. They're all coming out of winter and the roads are bumpy and potholes and stuff. And you can see, like, I wanted to show you just so like somebody's following behind me with their lights on so you can see the mirror real good. So like the mirrors aren't bouncing around at all. I mean, I am because I'm holding the camera, but like I've seen some aftermarket mirrors where the glass is like bouncing around and vibrating so bad you can't really even see out of them. But these aren't moving at all. And it is raining, so this is a good test for the gaskets on there. Here's the other one. As you can see, it's some bumpy parts of the road here, and it just holds nice and still. Nice visibility out of both the top and the bottom. I got them adjusted to me, as you can see through the mirror. So I'm overall very happy with these mirrors. I can show you guys again in the daylight how they look, just so you can see a little bit better. But I wanted to show you in the dark while I'm driving to work here with a vehicle shining in them, just to see. You'd get like a lot more visibility out of them to see if they move at all, like the glass moves or shakes. But I've had these mirrors on my truck for probably 2 weeks now. So with the windows down, they do make a slight like whistling, like slightly, ever so slightly. I don't know where it comes from. It's not all the time. It's just very slightly. But with the windows up, you cannot hear it. Even with the windows down, you can barely hear it. I know there's a ton of road noise right now, but I just wanted to include that. So here's my little view from the driver mirror. Awesome view from the back. I've had to wait to film this because it's been crappy and rainy and dark and dreary out for weeks and days. And anyways, there's the bottom, so you get a great view of behind you. And then you come to the passenger side and the same thing. You get a nice view on the top mirror of like your whole bed side, and then the bottom mirror is nice and large still. Then you can see a lot more if you had a trailer on, etc. There's that. They don't whistle all the time, like this one's kind of doing it now. I don't think you can hear it on the camera. It's just very, very slightly. that about sums up the video, everybody. So as you can see, it is still dark and dreary out here. It just rained like all night last night, but I got the mirrors on here. Pretty sweet. Again, they come on with a key. Thanks again, Boost Auto, for sending us out these mirrors and hooking us up with them. I still love them. They've been on here for about a month, and I have had no issues with them at all. So thanks again. I really highly recommend these mirrors, and whichever ones you go with, I mean, whether it's for your Ford, Chevy, Dodge, whatever, I would highly recommend this because it is a factory look, and they take the factory specs and everything and like turn it up another notch and like go all out. So again, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.